What's up, Facebook, YouTube family? Welcome to the virtual book release that is happening right now. Listen, make sure you like, you share all of that great stuff as I rock out with these ladies. And I pray that there's something that's said that's encouraged, that's empowering, that will remind you to keep going. Man, I just wrote my 11th book. And I can't wait to rock out with these ladies to just kind of discuss this particular book. So listen, like, share, let your mama know, let another woman know to join us live as we talk about this conversation. All right, here we go. Let's grow. If you don't know me, my Listen, welcome. Hello, good afternoon, good day, all of that great stuff, and welcome to this conversation. I'm hoping that my other lady, they're in a storm right now, so I don't know, sugar. I'm praying that she's able to join us, and I hate to start without her, but I wanted to go ahead and have this conversation, as promised, as we talk about this. Um, Characteristics of Women in the Bible. If you have not gotten your book, go ahead and get your book today. If you have not had a chance to purchase your book, or if you have purchased your book, go ahead and RSVP for the 6-week virtual book experience. Go ahead and do that with me. But let's get ready to chop it up. If you're on, I need you to say what's up, hello, good afternoon. Type it in the screen. I'm ready to rock out with y'all ladies. My other lady, she's in the storm. So right now, we want her to be safe. Lady Robbins, shout out to her. She may be able to join us later. But right now, they're in a hurricane watch. So, Father, we pray over them right now in the name of Jesus that you protect and you cover like never before as they are getting ready. I'm just believing for safety like never before in Jesus' name. Amen. So, Miss Brittany, I think you're on mute. I got you on mute.
All right.
All right. So, first of all, to everyone that's on, hello, how y'all doing? There you go. Hey, Sister Lee. I'm trying to share this too. Look, I'm trying to share it too because sugar, I wasn't ready. Um, mm-hmm. But I'm hoping she can join. Lord, I hope everything okay. But if not, I'll come back and do one with her by myself, with just me and her. So let's talk. Brittany, what's up?
Yes.
How are
Well,
you?
I'm good. I mean, I'm here with you. I'm nervous. Jesus. No.
You know, nervous. I thank you so much for doing this. So for everybody that's watching, what's going on is that I wrote this book, and I decided to do something different to all of my authors that are out there that are writing books. I always teach, and I really need to do a class on how to keep your book alive and how to keep your book going. Is that I created a space for these ladies. Good morning. What I was going to say, good morning. I'm so used to going live in the morning. To create a space and do something different with your book to keep your book alive. So again, if you join, I'm gonna need you to rock out with us, dialogue, everything like that. Say what's up. If you're a part of the BAM program, I need you to put the Butterfly Academy, the little butterfly in the screen. But for everybody else that's joining, like and share. There she go. Okay, I'm gonna wait till I can see her face. All right, do this, lady McGee, if you're ready. Okay. Baby, we had you in a
so sorry.
That is no, you was in a hurricane. Whatever.
Tornado,
Storm.
you said. Tornado,
Yeah, tornado. Are you guys good?
Yeah, we're fine. We're good. You know what it was? We couldn't tell when this thing was over.
Gotcha. I get it. So what I'm gonna do, we just started, Lady McGee, so you didn't miss anything.
Okay.
I want to start off. First of all, I want to introduce you guys. So this is what I was saying. I'm sorry, I lost myself, my train of thought. So what I did with this book, I decided to make sure that I had 3 ladies read my book, and these are the 2 ladies that won in the BAM program. Shout out to BAM. While I was live, they won the opportunity to get a free book as
Yeah.
well as read 3 chapters for me. So they've already read the book. For those of you that already ordered, your book is in the mail. So excited. I cannot wait till you get it. Those that pre-ordered your book is in the mail. You will receive it soon this week. But if you want to join our 6-week virtual experience, we'll do that. So what I want to do with these ladies is for them to discuss their experience. But before they do that, I need them to introduce themselves to you and tell them who you are. So I'm going to start with Miss Brittany. Can y'all type in, what's up, Brittany? Can y'all type that in the screen? Because y'all ain't typing. I'm going to need you to say something. Yeah, come on, Brittany, tell them who you are.
Well, my name is Brittany. I am a mama of many.
No, she didn't say
Currently,
me.
currently on my last stretch here.
Right.
I'm actually an author at heart too. I just haven't done it. So this is it's one of those.
Mhm.
And I mean, you know what? I'm still figuring out everything that I am. So right now
Yeah.
I'm a child of God. You know,
Yeah.
I'm a rapper too. I can rap as
Yes,
well.
you
Oh, let's
So
can.
hear it.
yeah.
Baby, she be rapping. She definitely be doing that. And tell them like what made you say, okay, I want to, when you put it in the screen, hey, I want this book. What made you say you wanted the book to win the opportunity for the book?
It. I knew it was gonna challenge me to get out my comfort zone. And actually, I've been needing to read, right? And then I was
Mm-hmm.
like, well, I ain't on this live for no reason. I'm
Yeah.
on here. I'm hearing some stuff. Maybe I need to read it. And
Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah,
that was you.
yeah. That was
Yeah.
me. It was it.
And
Man, that was necessary.
it's so crazy when
Mhm.
we was on the live, I kept saying, I got a feeling, Brittany, that it's gonna be you. I felt like it was going to be
Yeah.
you that was gonna win the opportunity. So great. We're gonna talk here in a minute. Lady McGee, can y'all say what's up, Lady McGee? Can you type that in the
Hey.
screen?
Yeah, I
What's up?
finally made it.
Hey, Lady McGee, kind of
Finally made
tell them a little bit about yourself, where you're from, all that great stuff, and why you put it in the screen that you wanted to read this
I
book.
am from New Jersey. I why did I? I'm about to say because I'm nosy.
He's so silly.
Um, because 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 I have taken the class twice. I've been to Butterfly Academy twice,
Mhm.
and each time it was different and amazing. And I think through even through going through that journey, learning more about myself and uncovering some things, um, I think in order to know who we are, we have to know who God is.
Right.
But when we can also find ourselves in other women's stories, I believe that's helpful because so many times we think that we are the only one. I just got finished telling us to somebody today. We think that we're the only ones going through things, or we're
Mhm.
the only one that is this particular way. But that's
Mhm.
not true. Honestly, we're all, like you say, you are me and I'm you,
You.
whichever
Yeah.
you say that. We are the same. We really are. We may
Yeah.
not have the same exact issues or things about us or traits or characteristics, but we are able to find it ourselves within the story of another woman. And
Mhm.
when we can do that, we can relate, and then when we can relate, we can grow because we can see how they journey through. And so I believe that helps us to journey through. So I was excited to see what you pulled out because I knew you're gonna pull out some good meat, and I was gonna be able to focus on that. And I was not disappointed, by the way. It was
Yay.
really good.
That makes my heart good, man, just to know. So I guess I want to start here. And the reason for doing this for everybody that is rocking out, first of all, y'all, so many of you have purchased the book, and I was what they call it, shook shock. I was like, okay, they didn't purchase the book, so I thank you. Can y'all heart it up and just heart it up for those that purchased the book? I appreciate that. But one of the things, and I think the goal of this book, and I wanted you guys to read it, was I wanted someone to read the first 3 chapters just to see if it would catch your eye. So I want to ask you this question. When reading the book, what was the first thing that was your aha moment in reading this book? Either one.
What was first thing for you? Want me to go, Brittany?
Look, I wasn't even into the 3rd page, and I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, this ain't even chapter 1. Whoa!"
Yes, exactly. I was like, the introduction alone. I was like, wait a minute.
Hey, the introduction, eat for real, because I'm like, oh dang, am I getting together in the introduction? I'm scared to read the rest of these chapters. Oh,
wow. Wait, so okay, I want you to
concur.
What you
I agree. That's what I was gonna say. Like, wait, I was like, wait a minute, this is
not even. Man, I didn't know I needed it for real.
So okay, tell me this. When you say so, this is the introduction of the book. You said that snatch your life back, like. So okay, so I'm gonna ask you, Brittany. Tell me why the introduction was the part of the book that made you say, "Wait a minute," or what you say? Because you said some of these young folks be saying, "What you say, sugar?" You said made you eat. What you say?
I said it was eating. It ate me up. It ate me up.
So you gotta explain what that means, because my kids gotta remind. I don't know what that means.
It made me get my whole life together. It was like, wait a minute, sister girl, you need this. You need to keep reading, because this for you. This for you. Yeah. When I say I was writing notes from beginning to end. That's kind of where I was at. Yeah. I was
wow.
And you know what, Brittany? What I said was, Brittany, I'm sorry, you've gone through the BAM program?
No, ma'am.
Brittany? Yes. No, you haven't.
No, ma'am.
Okay, well, like I said, I've done it twice now. And I promise you, that's what I said. I said, what? This feels like the program. I'm taking notes, but not because I was saying, not because it reads like a textbook. It's just because there's so much meat in there. It's like, oh, wait, because you want to remember what you read. You know what I mean? And I was like, no, I got to slow down, because like I can't just read it and then just, because it'll be like poof gone. So I was like, no, I had to take notes so I can remember. There's so many nuggets in there. And I was like, oh man, this is good.
many gems. I was like, wait, I didn't heard her preach before. I didn't said this. I feel like I'm getting preached to. Hold on. Wait
a minute. Oh my God. Okay, so I want to ask this then. First of all, to all the BAM community, I'm gonna need y'all to put y'all butterflies in the screen, because I see y'all showing up in the screen. So all my BAM community that's in there, and even though Brittany, you are in our BAM Facebook community, and so you're kind of getting what would you say, Lady McGee? You're getting the not the icing, but I rock out with y'all every month. But I go deeper in BAM. So to all my BAM community, if you're watching, throw up. I see y'all. Throw them up. What's up, Ashton? What's up, Dendra? So listen, this is what I want to say. I want to ask you this, because I know, because I don't mind you giving, because I want to give those gems that we're talking about, right? That's in this book, because I want somebody to go and purchase this book. What's up, Lady Perez? To go and purchase this book. And the reason is that I had a meeting today, Lady McGee, with the lady, and she's getting ready to write a book, a part of my book publishing company. And so while talking to her, she was like, I don't know, because I'm looking for a lot of profit. I say, this is the thing when it comes to writing a book, unless you are TD Jakes or a Sarah Jakes or a major, you got 200K followers, you're that person. You literally have to write a book to do ministry. And then if God turns it into this huge profit, yes, that's it. But you got to be able to do it when it comes to ministry. And so when I wrote this book for women to sit down and digest the word of God and learn it. So I want to ask you this. When you sat down, when you say what you say, eat? That's what you said.
Yeah,
Eat.
yeah,
When
yeah.
it ate you up, eat, whatever you said. I want to ask you this. When you read that introduction, what was the key thing that popped out to you?
I'm gonna say the characteristics first of all, because you go right in, you go right into
Uh,
the negative, and I'm saying now I gotta look at myself. It's easy to be looking at other people and be like, oh, I see that in everybody, but now I'm like, oh wait a minute,
Oh, can y'all type that in the
girl.
screen? You got to look at yourself. Yeah, you're
uh,
dealing with the negative and the positive characteristics.
I,
Yes. Can
I,
you type that? Yo, yo, yo.
hey,
yeah.
hey, and yeah, it was that. It was that. Yeah. Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, the narcissistic one, I was like, all right, that ain't me, but I know a couple of them. Hold on.
A
Mm-hmm.
mess.
I know
Mm-hmm.
a couple of them.
Wait, when I was reading, I was calling out names. I said, "Yeah, that's so and so." Yep.
Oh,
What?
Jesus. Lord
Right.
have
Nah,
And
mercy.
I done been
in
vindictive.
that
I done been
category
this
too.
high, but that one right there, I know who that is. I'm sitting up here naming them. It's bad. It's bad.
Right. And not judging, but you know it. You know what you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but
What
she hit
about
it.
you, Lady McGee?
She hit it on the head. Self-reflection. There's no
Mhm.
way that you're reading this book and not taking it in and looking at it, and that's what it's meant to do, right? You're supposed to be able to look at each woman and each characteristic and see, okay, where did I fall in that? Right. And
Mhm.
then I'm going, you said, I don't want to give, because I want people to buy the book, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it's so many nuggets and just, ooh. But can I just give one thing? I think
Yes,
something that you said. Okay,
yes, please.
well, there's so many. I don't even know which one to say. Um, I really don't. Okay, so you say every characteristic carries a lesson for us, whether it's a warning or a reminder, and it's an invitation for you to grow. So you can't
Mhm.
just see about yourself and then not. It has to have a repercussion, and it's got to be a change. You can't
Yeah,
just see
Mhm.
that way, right?
yeah, right.
There's there's that giving the thing. Oh, wait, I know which one that went with that. Um, Oh, we don't have the power to change other people, but we have the power to change ourselves once we become aware.
Mhm.
That. Oh, wait. I
Once
because I
we
need
become aware, I was like,
that.
"Ooh, that's
Yeah.
good." Because like she said, you point fingers at other people sometimes. Oh yeah, so and so, and even we just said it. We know who's the narcissist,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We just talked about it, right? But
Yeah.
in some of this other stuff, which she also said, we find ourselves in, okay, that's me, this is me. No, that's not me. But you don't really think that way until you see it, and then once you become aware, it's like, okay, now the floodgates open. Like, oh wait,
Yeah.
now I have to do something about that,
Mhm. Because now you're
right?
aware.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So I
yeah.
gotta ask y'all this, and those of you that's watching, I'm gonna need you to type aware in the screen. I'm doing all this for a reason. I'm gonna need you to type aware
Mhm.
in the screen. But I want to talk about the awareness part because I know I heard y'all say one thing. So I'm look at me. I'm not trying to coach doing the lie.
Go ahead on and do it.
So when because y'all said the one word narcissistic, right? The
Mhm.
narcissist that we deal with in the book. And so narcissists, and type that in the screen, y'all, narcissists. There are a lot of narcissistic people. But I have to
Mhm.
ask y'all this question. While you were reading, did you find any traits that you may have carried as a narcissistic person? So you didn't see
Oh yeah.
yourself nowhere. Okay.
Oh no, 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 no. Oh yeah. At some point,
Yeah.
prior to being aware that I needed to be aware, yes.
Yeah.
But then I'm sitting here and I'm looking, I'm like, it's still some people around me that's like this. Hold up.
Right.
It's something else you say in your book too later that I was like, wait a minute, hold on. So the people that you entertaining, that's a part of some stuff you need to deal with too. Cause why they still around you?
Yeah.
Come on, no, tell them what
Yeah.
you're talking about because I want them to get the fullness of that. Because I think you're talking about
Yeah.
chapter one. Is that
I
chapter
I
one?
I, it might be. I wrote it somewhere. Where did I write it? It was somewhere in there. You it was just basically saying like this same stuff you entertaining, it's still around. It wants you. It's gonna keep coming.
And it's gonna keep coming.
You entertaining it. So that means there's still something in you that you ain't dealt with. I'm telling you, this book got me together. I think
wait, we only read the first 3 chapters. Just 3. That's wait, can I think I might have a portion of what you might be referring to. Something that I have in my notes, it says to get around people who are with positive traits. So not the negative traits, right? People with purpose, joy, faith, and confidence. Positive energy shifts your mindset to encourage you. They're influenced by their light, love, and resilience.
I think the part that, and I think I found it. Be spiritually mature to know the difference between compassion and entanglement. You entangled with some stuff.
Wait, time out, pause. Because my thing is, I haven't read the book yet. I'm gonna wait till the 6-week book. Wait a minute, you're gonna have to repeat that. Look, I'm sorry, I just got excited my own self. I haven't, even though I wrote it and walked away, if that makes sense. So when I write a book, I write it and I walk away and I come back and read it later after the book is in my hand, right? So I haven't read it to the fullest. I just learned that for somebody, like you just want to drop the mic and walk away. But I need you, Sugar, to repeat that.
Yes,
because please. I'm not gonna read the book till I do the 6-week program with everybody, but I mean the 6-week book club. But I need to know that one again.
Now, these your words. You said this. All right. Be spiritually mature to know the difference between compassion and entanglement.
Jesus.
I ain't gonna lie. I've been entangled with family members, and I'm like, you got to get this right.
You understand me?
Yeah. Because you got the compassion from their family. You supposed to, but hey, we need to know the difference. That means you gotta take some accountability on yourself and get mature. You don't even know what you did with this book right here.
When I saw y'all video and your message to me, I was like, I was hoping, but I just know even when writing it, I can feel why I wrote that, because I've been entangled in relationships that I thought that I owe them, not understanding that I'm unsafe with you. Woo! Can somebody type that?
Wow.
I've allowed you to be with me and I'm unsafe with you. And so my time with you does not have to be, and I used to always say cut you off and untie and all of that. My light then went off. Untie and all of that. But now I say, no, I'm unsafe with you. I'm sorry, y'all.
Wow.
I'm unsafe with you. And so because I'm unsafe with you, I realize that my time with you is very limited. And so when you learn that I'm no longer safe, because your goal, and if I'm in your presence, is to hurt me intentionally, even when you don't want to be intentional.
Yeah.
Hurt me.
Yeah.
And I got to be aware of that. I think sometimes we put under the rug what people that, oh my God, like, no, like everybody is great and everybody. No. There's something that's pulling me towards you that's also in me that I need to be aware of, because I'm so busy trying to prove to you that I'm okay. When your validation don't mean nothing to me.
Wow.
It shouldn't mean anything to me. Yeah, that was Eve. I believe that was my girl Eve we talking
It
about.
Was. It was her.
It was Eve. So my other question, thank y'all so much. Can y'all give them a number 1 if they rocking out? Let them know, hey, y'all helping us. 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 My next question to you guys is that which story out of the stories that you have, I know you don't have all of the stories yet, right? But the stories that you read, that was 3 that you read, 2 that you read, right? Is it 2 or 3?
It was 3. I think. Yeah, it was 3.
3. So let's talk about the first story. Let's do that. And we'll go through all 3. The first story we dealt with is the characteristics. Do I give them the title? Look at me. I don't know, Lord. Characteristics of distraction.
Uh-huh.
Right. Let's talk about it. What was your experience? Let me start with you, Lady Robin.
Honestly, like I said, um I feel like you really can find yourself in almost everybody. You may not be
Everyone.
100%, but you'll find something that will resonate. That's gonna say, "Oh yeah, that is I do that," or I do have that character trait, whether it's good or bad. I honestly think you could find yourself in anyone, and I believe even in my testimonial, I even said I even believe men can find themselves, and only because a human is the human, and
Right.
the same issues we have, they have too.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's like women's type issue, but trouble is trouble. A characteristic is a characteristic. But I think anybody can find themselves in these pages. The key is to find whatever. If it's a characteristic flaw, then it is to become aware of it, and then to try your best to fix it or to change it. But truthfully, I think I found myself in all of these women, in some way, in some manner.
Got you. What about you, lady? Lady. I said, lady Alexander. Yeah, Minister Alexander. What about you?
Oh,
In the distractions.
look, the I'm telling you from beginning to end. When I first started reading, I was like, dang, I am distracted by, like, I can let life distract me. You need this, you need to provide this, and it's like, okay, but what's your real purpose here? Like, is your purpose to just, you know, be in the church and just be so friendly and happy with everybody, or is your purpose really to serve God for real? And I'm not saying serve the people, I'm saying serve him. Like, what is he
Yes.
telling you to do? You
Yes.
know? Yeah, I definitely saw myself in the distractions because I can easily purposefully distract myself because I don't
Right.
want to think about what I need to do, or I want to procrastinate from what I need to do.
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel like the BAM program right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
Yes.
I say one
Go
thing
ahead.
about that? What
Uh-huh.
she just said. Sometimes we're like, okay, are you in ministry for? Are you work? Are you serving him or are you serving the people? Sometimes we can get so caught up in serving the people that we
Mm-hmm.
forget we're supposed to be serving him. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm-hmm.
can be busy,
Yes.
you being busy, and the people can distract you, and they can suck everything out of you,
Mm-hmm.
and then you
Yes.
feel depleted and you wonder why, because you lost the mission, and the mission is to serve God.
Right. Right. Uh-oh, Brittany. I don't know what happened. She may come back. So I gotta ask you this then. What is out of the three people that you watch, what is Brittany, can you still hear us? I'm gonna remove her and then bring her back. Okay. So I want to ask you this. What is the characteristics that stood out the most out of the three women that you read? What is the one out of all of we had the characteristics of distract. What are the three chapters? Wait a minute. Characteristics of
Yeah,
distraction.
it's distraction. The mask. That's a good
Yes,
one.
and the
And
unwanted.
the unwanted. Dang, I'm
Yes.
telling you, it's awful. Serious, because okay, you have the distraction. Okay, that like we just said, we just talked about that, and everything can distract you: the family, the kids, the job, the husband, the people, right? And then just things that you like doing. You know what I mean? It could be, you taking a class somewhere, but okay, did I really need to take that class, or did I need to take maybe be doing something else,
Right.
right? That he
Right.
told me to do, right?
Right.
Not that we shouldn't be able to do the things that we want to do in life. I'm not saying that, but if it's pulling you from something that God wants you to do,
Right.
that's a distraction.
Yes.
Then the mask, oh my gosh, we wear them all the time. We
Right.
smile. We smile when we want to cry. We
Yes.
smile when we really want to smack somebody.
Oh,
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah, I
Right.
mean, be real. We just wear all kinds of masks. We in pain. We don't want to. How you doing? Oh, I'm blessed and highly favored. Are you really?
Right.
Are you really?
Right.
Most times we don't feel that way, but we'll put on that mask and let people see that. And we could be hurting, we could be we could be darn near destitute, but we'll have everybody thinking we got all the money in the world
Right. That
because we
part.
wear a mask and we don't want people to know that we're struggling. You
Yes.
know,
Yes.
and then the unwanted. Well, who doesn't feel a little underappreciated sometimes? Okay,
Right.
I just went through that literally couple days ago, and I was like, really?
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can find yourself in all of this, and that could be from family, friends, anybody, a job, you putting in applications, nobody's hiring you. What do you feel? You feel unwanted.
Right. Right. So I gotta ask you, Brittany, what about you? What was one of the women who related to you the most out of the three women that you read?
I would probably say Eve for real. I would say Eve
Okay.
really just because of the time that I'm in now. I am literally easily distracted by being mother, wife, love, you know what I'm saying, just all the things. And
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that, but then I also do relate to the one with the mask, because you ain't gonna know what's wrong with me. I ain't about to tell you.
You see?
I ain't about to
Woo!
tell you.
You
That
see what
ain't
I'm
your business. We good.
Um, you're gonna smile your way through.
wear a mask every day.
Right.
We good. You don't know I was just crying just about 10 minutes ago, but we good. Like,
Right.
I mean, it's all of it. It really is. I do think, like Lady McGee said, it's in everyone you gonna find something. And if you
Right.
don't find something wrong.
Right. You're in
I'm
denial.
wrong. Yeah,
Rebellion.
yep. You're not ready to grow at that point. That's
You
how I'm looking
lying
at it.
to yourself, right?
hmm
Right.
Yep. Yep. Ugh.
Right.
Because you don't want to be aware of the truth.
Of the
Yep.
truth. I think that's what my goal was to do, was to allow. I always say my vision for my women of destiny is to see ourselves through God's eyes and not people. And I
Mm.
prayed that was the goal of the book, was to allow you to see yourself through God's eyes. And sometimes through God's eyes, we're a mess. Can somebody take that? Yes, Lord. We
Mm.
are a mess in God's eyes. And it's the part that we want to sweep under the rug. And that's why I created the BAM, because we can sweep stuff under the rug. And
Oh
I'm like,
yeah.
when Lady McGee said, when you did your video and you said, man, this is like the BAM, I was like, oh my God, I didn't turn the whole book into the BAM
Mhm.
program.
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm.
I didn't turn the book into the BAM program, but I realized that it wasn't until I had a look at myself and I stopped looking at everybody else.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I stopped looking at everybody else, their wrongs, their mistakes, their mess ups, and I started looking at me. And I found out, I don't care if you're from the pulpit to the parking lot, especially up in the
Amen.
pulpit, we are a hot mess sometimes. And because everybody put us on this pedestal, or you're a great person at your job, or you're this great person in your marriage, but sometimes you got to take a look at yourself and make sure that we're cleaning and sweeping,
Mhm.
creating in us a clean heart and renewing a
Mm-hmm.
right spirit
Yes.
within
Mm-hmm.
us. And the only way we can do that is by looking at ourselves in the mirror. And these women show us us.
Yeah.
Y'all agree?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She say Bam needs a book. I know, right?
I agree.
Bam needs a book. I agree.
I agree. I
But
agree.
I realized that with these women. So I want to ask you this then. Which one of them challenged you the most? The ones you read. Ooh, I want to know. Don't give me all three. Give me one out of the three.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna say the mask challenged me the most. Cause I
Why?
can put it on. I can put it on.
Okay.
You ain't got. I'm literally. Big. I'm strong. I got it right. But it's days I don't got it. I, I don't
And
got it all the time.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what I
Yeah.
love about the mass part is that the prophet saw it.
Yes. Yeah, like
Somebody gonna
you think
always
you
come.
hiding and you not. You not hiding from nobody.
Period. Can y'all type in the screen? I'm not hiding. No, no, don't type that. Just type. Stop hiding. Stop
Stop
hiding. They see
hiding.
you.
Stop
God will
hiding.
send somebody in your life, and you will think that that person is blind to what you're doing, but they will see everything you're doing and will read you your rights.
Yeah.
Man,
So you would say the mask. Okay. What about
I
you,
would say the
Lady
mask.
McGee? Which woman challenged
Um,
you the most?
I would say Eve because I can get distracted very easily. Very
Mm,
because it just seems like it's always so much going on, and you try to multitask the best you can, and sometimes it's like you juggling all this stuff, and all of a sudden everything just fall. You don't miss
yeah.
something. Now you got to figure out how to pick up the pieces and get it all back going again. So I would definitely say Eve.
One of the ladies, she read the book. I'm gonna also do one with her. She couldn't come today, but I wanted to do one with her. And she said that it just messed me up. The thing about Eve is that Eve was having a conversation with the snake, and we
Mm-hmm.
thought it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Eve
Yeah.
was having a. Can I say that one more time? Oh, I felt my preach. Eve was
Mm-hmm.
having a conversation with the snake, and it was okay. How many of us have conversations with snakes and we feel as if it is okay and it is so dysfunctional to have this? Now we look at Eve and say, why were you, even the snake talk, but why was she having a conversation with a snake and that was okay? Just like us have conversations with people that
Mm-hmm.
mean us no good. And we know that they're no longer the snake in the grass, but they are the snake on the sidewalk. And that is distraction that will
Yes.
stop and delay you from destiny. I
Mm-hmm.
say, I say a part in the book is that you don't want to destiny is dangerous when you are delayed and disobedient.
Mm-hmm.
Woo. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
My husband and I was talking last night. We was you know when people they be on the little thing and they be arguing. Women shouldn't preach. They shouldn't be. They do all the things right. And me and him sitting here like they said, do you hear them? Do you hear what they saying? And we got on the conversation of Eve and Adam. And he was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Well, was she deceived?" I said she was. Now Adam was disobedient, but she was deceived. But why was she even? Why did she feel okay with that? Why was you out there
Yeah.
by yourself talking to? Uh, because there was a lack of communication there too. How many of us do that?
That part. And we're curious. I
Mm-hmm.
talk about that.
Yep.
We
Yep.
become
Yeah.
curious
Yep.
with distraction
Yep.
because when we become curious with distract, oh, can y'all type that? Don't come curious with you want curious mean I need to know. That's that nosy spirit that jump up in you. Like you want that
Mm-hmm.
conversation to happen and don't realize that
Mm-hmm.
that conversation is causing chaos
Ooh.
that will cause you to abort your position in what you're called to do and you're designed to do.
Mhm,
And I think that's one of
mhm.
the things that I want to show in that chapter. So Lady McGee say it is the distraction that got her. My other question to
Oh yeah.
y'all is, um, y'all already said this though, that it already different things that reflected on your life. What is the moment that you felt God spoke directly through you? Because I believe me and the Lord wrote this together, because
Mhm,
I believe He give us the creative. It's Him that give us the creative idea, but it's also Him that give us the gift to do what we do. And I believe that God has given me the gift to be able to write and share my
mhm.
story in a certain way. So my question to you is, when do you think that God spoke to you directly within this?
In the first 3 pages of the book.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, girl, yeah, in my head. I'm like, wait, in the introduction. I'm
No, for real.
right. It's
You
snatching her
it's a
for
part in there
real.
you say bold, broken, beautiful, and brave. I was like,
Mm.
Whoa. Say that one
"Thi-
more time. Yes.
bold, broken, beautiful, and brave. I was like, man, you need all of that. Why you don't know who you are?
Man. And wait, can I speak? I just for a second, because I want to talk to these people that are watching us. To every person that's watching us, you are bold. Like you don't even realize. I think we don't even realize, not even in my now and where God is taking me. Sometimes I don't realize the boldness, the bravery, the beauty of being broken. Can y'all type that? It's beauty in being broken. Don't make me do a whole that's said in my shanana. It is beauty in being broken because you're able to use that. The Bible says beautiful ashes. Oh, God, He brings about beautiful ashes when you're broken. And I think because I've been through so many stages of brokenness, rejection, whatever, that's why I love to write books like this, because it's important for us to understand who we are. Every book I write, I'm talking about who we are. But I'm glad you shared that. Anything else you want to share? Lady McGee, I'm going to go to you. Somebody say, off to give women's Bible study. I'm going to say, oh, awesome. Can't wait. Somebody say, absolutely.
You know what? It's hard to pick a specific thing, except for the fact that this is the thing about this book. And I know I keep saying this, but it's filled with so much that you can't. I mean, you could pull different things out and say, "Oh, it was this, it was this, it was this." But honestly, it's in totality, like legit. Like, and we were gonna say it at the same time. That introduction is gonna grab you and snatch you up.
Yes, it is.
But to read the rest of this book, I'm telling you, it's so much in the introduction that it's like, oh, wait, I can't wait to. And then and let me tell you something. I didn't even realize I was still in the introduction.
Me neither.
Really? Wait, what?
Me neither.
Really?
Me neither. I'm sitting there, I'm taking my little notes, going along. I'm like, wait a minute, I ain't got the chapter 1 yet. Oh, wow.
It was so much in it, though. You know, you think because you think, right? But you know what it is? Because you're already getting fed right from the beginning, right? And so you think automatically, okay, it has to be a chapter. That can't possibly be just, the summary or whatever for the beginning. And so by the time you get to where it says chapter 1, you're like, wait, what? Like that wasn't even chapter 1 yet. I can't wait to get to the rest of it.
I'm ashamed.
Really? Miss Brittany, you missed it. Am I
telling the truth? Right? You telling the truth.
It's hard to say. It's hard to say. It's hard to say one thing because it was so many.
It was so many.
And that's not us just saying that because we're on here. That's the truth of the matter.
Yeah, it is. It truthfully is. It truthfully is, man.
And then when you get into the characteristics, you're like, oh. And then, like she said, when you start breaking down different types of the characteristics, and it's like, oh, is that me? Oh, so it's like a self-reflection part. You know what I'm saying? So it was like just different vibes. So it was like a whole different vibe there because then as you're reading, like, okay, wait, I can't wait to see which one I fall into. But the fact of the matter is you find yourself in multiple areas. You know what I'm saying? And I would venture to say there is probably at least one or two even in the narcissistic, honestly. Not and that doesn't mean you're a narcissist. It just means you may have a little something.
You got some traits there.
Right. It might be a little something. But and then you move on to the next. You get into the, and it's broken down. And it's broken down, and it's the way you do it. It's like it makes you want to take notes, right? Am I right, Brittany?
Yeah,
it makes you want to take notes.
Tell me why. Tell me why. Why do you feel like you have to take notes?
Because you're gleaning so much, and anybody like me, like I might read it today, tomorrow, I don't know what I read.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm not constantly taking those notes, I'm just gonna go ahead and forget. I mean, I'll remember some. I'll retain some of it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just that person. Like, no, I need to remember this because I may need to go back to this at some point in my life, or next week, next month, whatever it is. And not only that, I may need to use this to help somebody else.
Yeah. That part.
You know what I mean? So it don't just stop at us. I'm sure, Brittany, there's some things that you learned that you probably shared with somebody.
Yep, sure is.
That's
some things I've had to implement in my own life. Like, all right, you gotta figure that out.
Gotta figure it out. So I would ask you, who do you? I know, Lady McGee said that men need it too, but I'm trying to, because I don't know why. This is one of those books, Sister Dendra. If anybody from my New Destiny Church, anybody ever read a book of mine, Lady Perez, like this is the one. It's like I wanted it everybody hand. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
This is the one I want in. I just feel like, you know how you like, I got to do everything I can to get it in their hand. If I can just get it in their hands. And that's what made me create this 6-week virtual book club, because I'm like, I don't want you to just grab this one and put it to the side. I literally, like, I'm not about to cry. Y'all know I'm a crybaby.
Me
but
too.
I want women to get, it's like, if we can just learn how to.
I'm missing everything.
You're missing everything?
You lost me. You broke up. I didn't hear any of that.
Oh, you didn't? I'm so sorry. So I was saying, I want this book. Can you hear me now? Can she hear me now?
I don't know. I mean, I can hear you, but I don't know.
You can hear?
I don't know if she can.
I think it may be her system. You can hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, great. So what I was saying was that
it's probably me because I got the storm.
Okay. I wanted to get it in the hands of people because I feel like this one is different than any other book that I wrote. So I'm trying to create. I'm like, Lord, let me be creative with this one. So that's why I'm doing a 6-week book club. That's what I was telling Brittany earlier. I'm doing a 6-week book club because I want women to go on the journey with me. I don't want you to put it to the side and say I'm gonna read it later. No. I want you. And matter of fact, let me put the link in here. Click that link to join the book club. I just put it in the thing right here. Go on and join the book club. If you've already purchased a book, just go. I'm gonna send you another one, but just go on and join the book club. I'll check your email. But I feel like this one is for a woman that says, I want to develop and I want to grow.
Yeah.
I want to develop. If you're on here and you want to develop and grow, I need you to put the butterfly in the screen. Like you now, don't be butterflying it if you ain't ready to transform. But if you say, man, I really want to develop and grow, I really would love for you to be a part of this. I ain't never, Lady McGee, you've been knowing me for a minute now. I have never been the type of person like, please buy this book. Please buy this book. That's where I am. Like, I need you.
Please buy this book.
Yes, please.
Wait, and I'm not, as we're even saying that, you know what, this is for you. That's what we can agree on. This is for anybody that, like you said, wants to grow and wants. Yeah, but you can't grow if you don't see yourself. You can't. It's impossible. It's impossible. You have to do the work. You have to self-reflect. Yeah, you have to. But get the book. Get the book. Will help you.
I ain't gonna lie. I got at least 2 people that I want to buy the book for, just to give to them. Yeah, I'm like, man, we're gonna do this together. We're gonna do this together.
Holidays, books are good gifts.
Yes, they are. So I will ask you this: any other notes that you want to share that you took away from the book? Any other notes, that anything you want to share that could kind of get the ear of the person to say, man, go on about his book because of this in the book? You
are not powerless, you're powerful. You say that, and I was like, I'm not powerless. And I believe that's like in the 3rd chapter. And I was like, dang, you're not powerless. You might feel unwanted, or you might go through all these things. You ain't powerless. You powerful because you recognize that you feel powerless. So God can give you the power for it.
I want them to sit. Hold on. One more time. You are not powerless.
You are not powerless. You are powerful.
I really need to make a t-shirt of that. You are not powerless, but you're powerful. And so now when that was the part that kind of got your attention.
Actually, you said position. I might have said powerful, but whatever. Same difference.
Right. I think it was position, but yeah, that's okay. That'll work.
Look at how he quote.
That's okay.
But hey, man, you got to be powerful to be positioned too, though. You do.
Wow.
But yeah,
She froze.
It's the whole book, man. It's the whole book. I'm ready to finish reading it.
You ready to finish
Personally.
reading it?
Yeah.
Listen, to all of you that are joining now, I want you to know that your book is already, for you that pre-order, it's already in the mail. You're going to be receiving it real soon. But don't start reading it. Join the book club, man, and read it with us. I want to read it together. Read it together. Read it together. I would love for y'all to read it together. Any other thing you want to pull? I'm going to go to Lady McGee. You are not powerless. You are powerful. And I do think I said you're positioned.
You do.
Position. But yeah, Lady McGee, any notes you want to share that you took away from the book? I think it paused again, didn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Oh, the weather bad.
There she go.
There she go.
Yeah.
Lady McGee, anything you want to share?
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay, babe. We're going to get you off of here so you can, yeah. Anything you want to share any notes that you took from the book? What'd she say?
Yeah.
Yes, traits are not set in. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me? No?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Traits are not set in stone. So this whole book is about characteristics, right? And characteristic traits. So and what we've been talking about all night, like you can change things. So things aren't stuck. They're not written in stone that you can't ever change. If you self-reflect and you do the work, you're going to be able to become the woman that God has called you to be.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're freezing again. I don't know. Is it me?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
know.
know.
That's okay. You're good.
Okay, but there's always time, because sometimes we think I'll be that person. I always think I'm too old. Like, I'm too old for that. Like, you know what I mean? But we're not too old. We're still here. That means there's still time.
Mm-hmm.
There's still time, right?
Yeah.
To become a better woman, right?
Right.
So nothing's set in stone. We have time. We have time to get it right, to do better. And when you know better, you do better. So,
Yeah. Well, I can't wait till y'all read the rest of the chapters. Any last thing you want to share for why they should buy this book and why they should go and RSVP for the 6-week book? Let me say this before y'all share. The 6-week book program, and I sent it out to the band program only to y'all. I sent out and said, listen, I tried to warn y'all. It ain't going to be a lot of work because y'all know I be working. It's not that. I just want to read 2 chapters a week with you. And in those 2 chapters a week, we're going to come together every Monday at 7 p.m. and we're going to chop it up for 45 minutes, just talking about the chapter and what we read. And we're going to collaborate, right? Within that, or 1 hour, probably 1 hour or 45 minutes, one of them. And so I want to be able to do that. But I want you to kind of share any last words on why they should join or grab this book. Well, y'all done share so much. I don't know anything else you want to share so much, but any last words y'all want to share?
Go get the book. I mean, order it. If you want to grow, I mean, if don't get it to collect dust, well then no, get the book. Get the book, man.
Yeah. Anything you want to share, lady?
I love it. Yeah, I think we all can have an area in our life where we can improve. And I think this book helps us to do that. And the good thing is it's already broken down in a way that we can do it. Like we don't have to be trying to do it on our own. And especially if you take the program, then you're really going to have some sisters to connect with, and you're going to see you're not the only one. And that's always a good thing. Because again, like we always think it's just us. No, it's not just you. It's not just you. You'll see it's the people that's in the Bible, these women in the Bible that she wrote about, and it's going to be other women on the line that are going to show you and tell you, because they're going to share. I'm sure they're going to share a little something. And you'll see that you're not the only one. You're not. So it's always better when you can do it together with other sisters. That's what I got. Just get it. Just get the book. Just get the book.
Characteristics of Women in the Bible. Go get it. I want it in every woman's hand that want to develop and grow with me. But most of all, I want you to join me for 6 weeks. I've never done this ever, so I'm not going to even act like I know what I'm doing. But I'm like, I got to get this in their hand, and I got to make sure, okay, let's read it together. Let's do it now. There's so many women I share in this book, y'all. I share Eve. I share the woman with the mask. I share, and that's Jeroahab's wife. I share, oh my God, Sarah. I share, and I go in a deeper depth with Queen Esther and Vesta. Y'all ain't read that one yet, huh? Yeah, y'all. And then I go in a deeper depth with who else? Who else I done wrote about? I write about what is her name? Leah and Rachel. Them two together. Y'all read that one, right? And Leah and Rachel.
That was 3.
I had a aha moment with Leah and Rachel. So I literally had to study it first and then come back and write it, right? And I didn't realize, I ain't gonna tell them. I feel like I need to make you go get the book. Because I show you.
Can I say
one? Please.
No, I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say, you were asking for us to say one more thing. One more thing I would say is, if you're gonna do it with other sisters, you might as well get a couple books and give them to some friends or whatever, and take the thing together. Yeah, right.
I agree. Thank you. I totally agree. Now I want to know. I'm putting everybody on the spot that's on here live, because y'all coming to the book club, right? If you're not, I'm gonna still send you the link. I want y'all to come if you're available.
I put me in there. I want
awesome stuff. But those of you that have already purchased the book, or those of you that say, never mind, I've already done it. I don't know. I feel like I'm begging, Sister Lee. I feel like I'm begging, but I am, and I want you to know it's not about the cost. I promise you, it ain't even that. The overhead for this book ain't even gonna help. Okay, let me just say that it's not about the amount of making a proceed or a profit. It is literally about getting it in women's hand to show them, man, we can develop. And this is what I've learned. And the whole reason for this book is that I found out that the things that I did in private, Lady McGee, I was a private failure, but I looked like a public success, right? And my character is off. I shared a video on my TikTok, I think it dropped today, and I shared how my daughter came and sat down with me at a young age, and I think she was like 11, and she said, I asked her, what is it that we can do better as your parents? And she told us these words. She said, I wish y'all would treat us like you treat the people in the church.
Oh, wow.
Can somebody say, let the church say? Yeah. Let the church say amen. That baby told me that. Do you know how that hit? You saw how, did you feel it? Picture being her mama. And taking that in, you treat the church people better than you treat us.
Dang.
Wow. I got offended. Come here. Can I get real? I got offended because I was not aware. Yeah, we get offended when we're not aware. We get offended when, can somebody type offended? I'm finna get off this thing. We get offended and that's what I deal with in this book. We get in our feelings and it equals failure because we never deal with the thing that God has called you out on. God used my baby in that moment to let me know, you putting these people in this church and you treating them like they the best thing since sliced bread, but you come home and you talk to them crazy.
Man, ain't giving them no grace.
They ain't give them no grace. Gave the church people grace. Even those that dogged me out gave grace, but wouldn't give my own children. I knew then that there was a characteristic problem. There was a character problem. Yeah. And so what I did was I went and grabbed a book called Disciplines of a Godly Woman. I forgot who it's by. I read that book. After reading that book, I said, Lord, work on my character. Look, can you type that? Lord, work on my character that I do in private, that nobody sees, my character of how I treat my husband when nobody sees, my character of how I treat my money when nobody sees, my character of how I treat my children when nobody sees. That's who you really are. And that's what I talk about in the book. What you do in private and how you act, that's who you really are. Let church say amen.
Amen. And amen again.
Yes, this is what you get in this book.
Wow.
So rock out with. Okay, any last words? Then we're done. I'm sorry.
Now you can keep going.
No, I ain't gonna keep y'all on here. I thank y'all so much. Can y'all heart it up for Lady McGee and Brittany?
I love it.
You can rock out some more. I'm gonna say the rest for those that do the 6-week program. Listen, I want you to join the 6-week. I keep calling the program. It is not that, y'all. It is a book club. I'm not bringing no lessons. We just gonna chop it up. It's not that. It's not the BAM. I promise you. It is us walking out, meeting up virtually, and having a conversation and talking about these women and learning how we can grow and develop together. So join me. Grab the link. I'll share the link again. For those of you that's just joining, go on and grab that link, sugar. And those of you that already signed up for your book and you want to be a part of the RSVP or you want to be a part of the virtual, I need you to go to your email. They sent out something to you guys earlier, those of you that already purchased the book. And Lady McGee and Brittany, I'll make sure y'all will be a part of that email thing that we're going to send out. So join us, y'all. Rock out with us. Come July 14th, next Monday. I can't believe that's next Monday, y'all.
Yeah.
Next Monday. Next Monday. So go ahead and purchase your book now. And you have to purchase your book, of course, because you're going to be reading it with us. You ain't finna just be sitting there listening. We're going to collaborate in dialogue, sugar. That's not what I do. No, we don't just sit there and listen. We're going to have them cameras on looking at each other and weeping and crying together. So that's what we're going to do. So I would love for you to come and be a part of that. Join it. Sign up. You got to sign up by the 13th. After that, I'm shutting it down. And whoever rock, I don't care if it's 2. Us 2 going to be sitting there looking at each other saying, let's do it. Right? So I would love to see you guys in there. Grab the link. Be a part of the 6-week boot camp that's going to kick off on April the 14th. All the books are already being mailed out, so y'all are going to have it before anybody else. So you got to order by then. Until then, y'all stay on. I want to talk to y'all. Thank you, everybody, for rocking out. I appreciate it. I saw somebody say, I got my book. If you don't, go get your book.
Go get it.
Get it.
Get the book. And I can't wait to rock out with you. I might come back again and do another live with somebody else. But until then, if you don't remember anything else, remember that you are a product of God's grace and mercy. When you see yourself through God's eyes and not people, I'll see you in the book club on July 14th when you sign up. All right. Until then, stay blessed. Bye-bye.